Shot. I think this is she should be ready to go, so I'm just gonna hit battle. I'm gonna hit battle and trust myself. I agree, Revan Russ. I agree. There are at least 2 ships in this game that have been left behind. Okay, that I can think of at tier 10, just immediately off the top of my head. And we could sit here and probably come up with a list. But that's Yu Yang and Zhao, right? Yu Yang and Zhao have been left so far behind. It is just pure ridiculousness. Legion, Naughty, Zashi, thank you for the follows. And so yeah, I'm actually in the middle of I started playing Zhao. I think I mentioned this last week. I started playing Zhao early last week, maybe the week before, trying to build up some in-game footage. Because Null and Void, there's nothing wrong with Zhao, but she's not as good as she ought to be. It's literally that simple. I disagree with you on gearing, Revan. I disagree with you on your gearing, but only because the unique upgrade exists. Only because the unique upgrade exists for gearing. Without the unique upgrade, I'm with you. With the unique upgrade, gearing is fine. But the fact that you have to invest research points into an upgrade to bring the ship up to a level that it's competitive, I'm with you. I'm with you. I think that's garbage, right? That's ridiculous. So, yeah. Anyway, I started working. I'm in the back of my mind. I'm working on a video series, basically. You know, the case for buffing Zhao, the case for buffing Yang, that kind of thing. Because I think by the time I'm going to sit down and crunch a bunch of data, a bunch of numbers, and I think by the time I'm done sifting through data and numbers and just demonstrating the ship in port versus the stuff that's come out in the 6 years since she was released, that it'll be like, to me it's obvious already, but I there's clearly it needs to be demonstrated, I think, in order to raise, I don't want to say an outcry, let's say public awareness, right? Let's say public awareness. There was a time that Zhao was really good. I remember a clan battle season Zhao was really useful. I agree, WRB, and I agree that that's a problem. With the legendary module, with the unique upgrade, I agree. Gearing is quite a good boat. Without it, yes, I agree with you. She is not. She's quite suboptimal. So Null and Void, the first thing, that's a good question. It's something I'm going to talk about in the video. One of the things I think we got to do to start things off, she needs more health. Okay, for a ship that used to be all about stealthy and lighting fires, she simply has been crept to a point where she does neither of those things as well as her competition any longer. So you need to start figuring out what identity you want the ship to have. Okay, at that point you have a lot of options. You have a number of things you can be considering. One of which is give her more health. One of which is improve her reload speed. One of which is, like, there's a lot of different things we can be doing. Sup?
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Welcome to Friesland. This guy has never faced a Friesland before, I can tell. He has no idea what he's up against. None. That dude had no idea what he was up against. 100% correct, Penguin. I mean, there was a time that Zhao was one of the staples of the tier. She was really good. The stealth, you could make good use of the stealth. Here's something else that has indirectly nerfed Zhao that I think a lot of people may not necessarily realize. By increasing the popularity of aircraft carriers, you have indirectly nerfed Zhao. And you haven't given anything back. You haven't given her anything back in exchange. Well, that feels bad. I mean, Redcoat, I think the game still is fun. But the trick is that I'm going to move up here and steal this dude's American Smoke and start farming some HP off these clowns. It's going to be fun. Angry Smoke Cloud time. What do you do? What do you do? Pop quiz, hot shot. What do you do? Exactly, Mr. October. Well done. I'm sad that no one can see any of these other ships. It legit makes me sad.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
There we go. I gotta stop shooting. Super, I'll show you after the game, if you like. No big deal. Easily demonstratable. Oh, he put my fire out. I don't like that. I don't like that. Why'd you put my fire out, you big meanie? I'm supposed to let my fire burn. It's alright, we're gonna have some smoke again in a minute. Problem is, I'm the one spotting all these clowns, because my team is all playing behind the island like a bunch of friggin' cowards.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
I don't think this guy likes me very much right now. This is just like, just hold down the left mouse button. I feel like the ZF6 has outstayed his welcome in this cap, and he will be dead momentarily. Yeah. Well, Iger didn't make it. Next. Alright, they got a Fletcher and a ZF6 of their own. My Fletcher is not very useful in his current position. So we gotta go defend B now. What's up, Demo? Yes, Null. No, that's fair. You're fair, Null. I mean, that's a good point. The bottom line is something needs to be done, right? And in my opinion, you have to start off by saying, what do I want the identity of Zhao to be? We know, everybody I think who owned one back in the day knows what it used to be. Fabulous. What does Wargaming want it to be now? Because that's the important question that I don't think they've answered. What do I want out of this ship now? They've invented all of these other ships that do HE spamming better than Zhao, okay? Wooster, Ajima, Yoshino. Like, all of these ships do it better. Okay, fine. So, how do I solve this problem? What do I need to do? For starters, I think she needs a reload buff, right? I think that's the absolute minimum she needs. 13.5-second reload. I mean, for what? Four more. That's like fully buffed. Like for 4 more seconds of reload, I could be driving a Yoshino. Yoshino has better guns, bigger guns. Give me, you know, more of that, please.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Not the only one with Hydro, buddy. My guns fire faster, so I'm just going to fish for you, sir.
Our team has taken the lead.
Now, the question is, where's the Fletcher? That's the other guy I want to try and assassinate. Oh, don't take the torpedoes. Don't take... Those are Fletcher torpedoes. Those have to be Fletcher torpedoes. The Zed never was able to get his... his stern around in time to launch those. Those must be Fletcher torpedoes. Those will be Neptune torpedoes, I think. Maybe. I'm safe either way, but it does make me wonder who they belong to. I've got a Missouri on that flank, too. I gotta be a little frosty. Okay. The trouble, Michael, and you've seen some of that in this most recent update with some of the way the sea motion is that it actually has legitimately made some people sick, right? So you've got to be at least a little cautious about that. This Fletcher's going to back out and give me a great shot. He's going to be awesome. No, I think he's moving up now. That's what I said. It was a ZF-6. Alright. Well. Oh, somebody beat the crap out of the Fletcher. Hit him again. Hit him again. Yeah, the fact that the Ibuki has survived to get into our cap with a Palmer legit makes me sad. Please don't eat torps, bro. Come on, man. So many torpedoes. You're gonna eat them all. In a Palmer. You can see them coming. You saw them coming an hour ago. That Palmer knew exactly when those torpedoes were launched. He could see them the entire time. He never once touched his rudder. Okay, Naughty, I'll play Vampire Deuce. I actually haven't played Vampire Deuce on stream, so that'd be a good chance for me to give that a shot. Come on. Ship does not get anywhere quickly. Memory serves, Missouri's radar is 9.5, so I think I'm going to be okay for a little bit. Nice to steal this Fletcher smoke. He's been stealing mine for a while. This ship is... Sometimes this ship is just silly, right? I turned around in Missouri. Like, he could have come up here and radared me and probably wake me out, but nope. Turned me around. He just turned around like, okay. And so now, like, their whole team is running. And we win. There you go. Agreed, P-Dub. I agree. He's been sharing mine all game. I'm happy to be able to take the opportunity. Yeah, so Gabe, Bliss is another decent option. I think you could make a valid case for buffing. So yeah, like, in my mind, I'm going to look at tier 10 ships first, because I think that's probably the most pressing need. But I feel like there's absolutely valid cases to be made for buffing quite a number of ships in the game. And so, all right, DJ, thanks for being here, buddy. Thanks for coming in tonight. Anyways, I'm gonna play it. Relax, Naughty, relax. Somebody wanted to see the Friesland build. Let's look at that real quick. This is apparently my a captain. I think this is my Holland captain. I'm Smallland captain. So you'll have to ignore this, but it's only 1 point. So the standard stuff, and then of course you want the extra. For me, you want the extra smoke and hydro on Friesland, and then you're gonna take adrenaline rush, and then I take this for the extra sonar. Now, you can make a valid argument for this skill if you want. I don't have the skill points for it. If I did, I'd use it, but I don't. So there you go. When I get more skill points on, I'll probably drop this and pick this up, and then this will become like my interchangeable Smallland and Friesland captain, more than likely. Probably how I'll set that up. Anyway, that's my Friesland captain. It's pretty simple. I don't think you need much more than that. You certainly don't want to waste your points on IFHE or anything like that.